Today on Rappler. Ayala Corporation urges the public to fight disinformation after winning its cyber libel case. The Commission on Human Rights says the ICC probe is a chance to prove the Marcos government's commitment to accountability. The Catholic Church in the Philippines wants a 13-year-old Ilocano girl to be named a saint. Supermodel Gigi Hadid is arrested for possession of marijuana in the Cayman Islands. Sotto is back in the Philippines but has yet to begin training with Gilas Pilipinas. Filipino pole vaulter Obiena climbs to world number 2 in the latest men's pole vault world rankings. And Bea Alonzo and Dominic Roque are engaged after over 2 years of dating. Ayala Corporation is not taking fake news lightly and urges the public to hold those behind disinformation accountable. One of the oldest and largest Philippine companies, Ayala Corporation hired cyber intelligence experts who traced defamatory tweets and retweets against the corporation to Ronald Jason J. Ramos, who had used an alias. Ayala then filed 8 counts of cyber libel against Ramos, who was issued a warrant of arrest. An amicable settlement was reached with Ramos, which required him to issue a public apology. Ayala Corporation says it filed the cyber libel cases against Ramos since, quote, the Ayala community greatly values trust and integrity. In a statement, the company adds it wants to do its part in addressing disinformation and calls holding these individuals accountable our shared responsibility. The Commission on Human Rights says the latest ruling of the International Criminal Court allowing the continuation of an investigation into Rodrigo Duterte's war on drugs is an opportunity for President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. to show his commitment to human rights. The CHR says the ICC decision is part of due process meant to uphold the rights of victims and to extract accountability from the perpetrators. It adds it is willing to assist the government so it may better comply with its obligations to protect the human rights of all. In a May 2022 report, the CHR said its investigations into drug-related killings were hampered by the lack of cooperation by government agencies. Subpoenas and requests for vital reports and documents were often refused, denied, or ignored. The Catholic Church in the Philippines opens the road to sainthood for 13-year-old Nina Ruiz Abad, who died of an incurable heart disease in 1993. Abad, who was diagnosed with hypertrophic cardiomyopathy at 10 years old, is remembered for her strong faith despite her illness. Father Danny Pajariliaga says when he met Abad in 1993, she, quote, loved the Eucharist and spent more time in prayer than children of her age. The Catholic Church declares a person a saint if the person lived a virtuous life, was martyred, or was able to produce a required number of miracles, leading the Church to conclude that he or she is now in heaven. Abad's sainthood is part of a wider effort to proclaim modern-day Filipino saints who serve as models for Catholics in the 21st century. E-News reports supermodel Gigi Hadid and a friend are arrested for possession of marijuana after her luggage was found to have the drug. On Monday, July 10, Gigi and her friend flew to the Cayman Islands through a private plane. Customs officers found, quote, a small amount of marijuana as well as marijuana paraphernalia in their luggage. They are all released on bail after pleading guilty in court and being fined $1,000 each. Gigi's representative says the model was, quote, traveling with marijuana purchased legally in New York with a medical license, adding medical marijuana has been legal in Grand Cayman since 2017. Gigi shares photos of her vacation after news of her arrest first broke out, writing, all's well that ends well. Fresh off his NBA Summer League stint, Sotto arrives in the Philippines on Wednesday, July 19, with the Filipino center still committed to playing for Gilas Pilipinas in the upcoming 2023 FIBA World Cup. But as of writing, a source close to Sotto says he is still unlikely to participate in practice, as he is focused on recovering his physical and mental health. Sotto will need to beat a July 25 deadline by Philippines head coach Chot Reyes if the 7'3" big man wishes to play in a China Pocket tournament. Sotto and Utah Jazz guard Jordan Clarkson are the 2 remaining pool members who have not attended Gilas practice. Sotto concluded his stint with the Orlando Magic in Las Vegas, suffering lower back pain in his last game against the Boston Celtics. Obiena climbs to world number 2 in the latest men's pole vault world rankings, a career best as the Filipino athletic star rises 1 spot. the first Filipino to qualify for the 2024 Paris Olympics, dislodges American Christopher Nielsen. The 27-year-old now stands behind world number 1 Armand Duplantis of Sweden, who keeps a tight grip on the top spot with 1,569 points. Obiena thanks his supporters and mentors on his social media accounts, saying, quote, "My deepest gratitude to those who went to war so that I could continue this dream." Last June, Obiana became the first Asian in history to clear 6 meters to win the gold in a Norway competition. Celebrity couple Bea Alonzo and Dominic Roque are ready to tie the knot after more than 2 years of dating. Bea shares photos of the proposal that took place on Tuesday, July 18 at the Las Casas Filipinas de Acuzar in Bataan. She says she was in Bataan for a shoot with celebrity fashion photographer Mark Nicdao, adding Nicdao asked her to turn around for one of his shots, only to see Dominic kneeling before her. Bea says she has done, quote, "so many proposal scenes in her entire career, but nothing beats the real thing." Rumors about Bea and Dominic's romance first began in 2020, a year after she and actor Gerald Anderson broke up in 2019. Bea confirmed her relationship with Dominic in August 2021. And that's today's wrap. I'm Nina Yu. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.